Okay, chapter 13. Here we go. The start is pretty boring, like a lot of this chapter is. Knock that phase out of the way with your body while you're drawing the triangle. Funny little strat. There's not really much to talk about here. You just need to make sure you know where the invisible parts are to draw triangles on. And careful not to run too fast or else you void out. When you come here, come around to this side where this dark square is. The wood is on the left. So that when you go through here, you'll go straight into the window. And you can just hold forward and be on your way. And get the commie bouncing. And then here, another setup that Amaranth found. First you go in the corner here, you go 2 up. Then 1.5 this way. And then slightly past the corner here. Quick save, quick load. This can get you through in 1. It's never very consistent for me, but it can get you through in 1. You can just do a second one, and there you go. And then from here, you can either just, delete these and stand up. Move a little bit towards the corner so you'll stand up and run straight off. You can grab this. If you're really good, you can not land on it and just grab the statue as you're falling by. The other option, if you want to play it safe, is you can do this and bridge your way into here and then drop down on it, like that. It's a little bit slower, but it is safer if you're not feeling too confident in the jumping across. And then climbing up here. Again, nothing really special about this. You just have to do this. Nothing really even interesting to talk about here. Very, very straightforward platforming until we get to the next section. So remember to scatter the boxes. There's technically a way to skip the boxes, but it's a lot slower. I'll mention it when we get to that part. So then over here. And we're going to start off doing this puzzle the intentional way. Block that, bridge across, block that, bridge across, and block this. And then come back. When you put this platform, make sure it's nice and level. And when you're here, always make a quick save here. Because what you're going to do is look at it straight on and then angle yourself to the right a bit, and then walk off the edge. Do not sprint. Because what we're trying to do is land on this platform, this little wedge down here at the bottom of the yellow barrier. Whereas if you sprint off, you're going to end up here. You're either going to land on top of it, or you're going to hit the side and bounce off, and you won't be on that lower ledge. You could maybe... No. You could maybe edge off there slow enough and grab onto the lower ledge, but it's easier to just get it like this. So, quick save. Delete that and then walk off at an angle. See, I wasn't at a steep enough angle, so I need to look more to the right. There we go. And then go in just far enough to grab it. Don't be inside it when the barriers come back. If you go in too far, it sets your respawn point down here. Whereas if you're just on the ledge and you void out, then you end up back up here, which is good. So now come back over this way. And now, hopefully, a box is spawned. That was convenient. That got pushed over here. So this is where the only spot where you need a box. Technically, this is skippable if you make a really, really big triangle here, like all the way, like maximum possible size, like as big as you can for this, and then just make triangles on top of this all the way up. Then you can. It'll add enough height that you can jump up to this. It's very, very slow though, so it's interesting, but it's not fast or useful at all. Anyway. So, from here, you can technically jump from here all the way down to the bottom platform, or you can just go from one thing to the next. I do that because, honestly, going all the way down gives me vertigo. So it makes me feel real bad, so that's why I play it safe there. Also, you run the risk of voiding out, and I'm not actually sure where you would respawn when you void out there. It might be back up at the top, or it might be down at the bottom. I'm not actually sure. So then just follow the invisible paths. And here, the first triangle, I go about, at this line. And then when I come up here, put it near the bottom edge of the pillar. And then crouch, and when your gravity corrects that you're standing on the edge. And then at this first line here, between the first two blocks, put a line there, and connect it down there, up off, and go back around. And then here, you can see right now my cursor is on the invisible wall. If I keep walking forward, then now it's on the column itself, the pillar. And I can do this. And once you get up, like about two small triangles up, then you can stand up, let go of crouch. And then make the rest of the way up. It's really hard to do this fast because of how narrow it is. And when you're coming up here, you definitely want to crouch. Because if you're standing and a box respawns, it shoves you out of the way. And it can launch you off in really bad directions. Because if you void out too far that direction, it'll respawn you at the start of the level. That was fun. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm talking about. I was lucky since I was crouched. I just got pushed out of the way gently. But if you're standing, it can push you much farther. So now, you can kind of use your cursor to see where the edge of the invisible wall here is. Or the invisible floor, I guess. And then all the way over here. Up to this. And then on this part, it's kind of weird to get around this corner. I do an angle like this, and then an angle like this, and then one about the corner there, one there, and then just wherever here, we'll make it so I can walk on it. It's kind of the fastest I can figure out for that. And then from here, I think you just run on in. Yep. And then there's this puzzle, it's cool, you skip it. In this corner, you do 1.5 up, 1.5 over, and 1.5 over. And then, see, maybe you get all the way through right away. It doesn't. There it is. And so you can quick save here if you're worried about this. Pretty easy. You just drop down and grab it on the way out. And then here, you have to be careful because of boxes spawning. Again, if you're standing up and they spawn on you, they just shove you out the side. And you void out. So if a box spawns in the way, I'll grab it and throw it into the room. Like that. Because if you grab it and throw it outside, it voids out and will just come back. And it'll just be making more problems for yourself. Then climb on out of here. And then you're on your way. You just go back to the altar from here. Line up with the invisible walkway and drop all the way down. And then yeah, that's it for chapter 13. Kinda 2 clips and 1 speed strat for the other section, and then that's it.